Hi guys, in an effort to cure the misfire in the mighty 30X, we're going to be replacing the airflow sensor. It's called a VAF. Thanks for joining us on the All Thumbs Bum station. Okay, so I've changed the throttle body and the inlet air control valve over. I've changed over recently the air filter. I've put a new temperature sensor in. I can't get the correct fuel pressure regulator. So the last thing that we've got to be able to do, hopefully will cure the stumble when it's cold, is changing the VAF. Alright, so I'll grab some tools. We'll get into the job. Should be a pretty quick one, this one. And action. I've checked all these lines for vacuum leakages, and this boot can often be a problem, but this one feels pretty good. It seems pretty solid. I've sprayed brake cleaner around the place to see if we can generate any leaks, and let's see if we can get this one off. Try and do it the easy way without having to remove this funny inlet boot here, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I unfortunately have to undo this boot, which is a little bit problematic. It doesn't fit real good in here. I'll try and make sure we don't get a vacuum leak from here. This has been modified in the nearly 30 years that the vehicle's been around. It's a cold morning, so all the plastics are a bit stiff. We do have 4 seasons of the year in Bathurst. We have summer, first winter, second winter, and third winter. The connector off, so we can now get to the final securing bolt for the VAF. Put that securely in the pocket. And there is the original VAF. This is moved by the airflow. I've checked it out by measuring the resistance on the pins when it's moving. It seems to be alright, but it might just be a bit sticky. This one feels the same. Can't quite see the numbers on it, but we'll give it a go and see if we can get cure this problem. It doesn't really matter in the end, because we've got a whole replacement motor going to go into this car. Just make sure we've got these nice and tight, which that wasn't. This is a resonance tube for the intake manifold. When I bought the car, it didn't have one on it. Make sure this is seated here and slide on the clamp. apart from the fuel pressure regulator, which I can't get the right part. I've ordered 2 of them online, specified to this model, and neither of them are fitted. I can't really see what else we can do with that one. So that's fitted. We'll see now if we can get a cold start out of it. Got a pretty high idle on it. We might need to do a bit of tuning here. It's a lot different to the previous VAF, which was actually had a low idle. We can go through retuning that. As you can see, we got a really high idle. However, the good thing is that we got a quick start on the engine. Bit problematic on a cold start, so we may actually, fingers crossed, have a cure for this system. Idle's dropping down a little bit now that it's warming up, but still way too high. The next step is to put the system into diagnostic mode and give it a retune. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Just in the background, the RPMs have dropped to 1500. I'm pretty happy with that. I reckon we might be on the way to solving this problem. Had the car for 2 years and it's been doing this. We've got the engine warm and our idle's about right. Sounds a bit like a diesel, doesn't it? These engines are renowned for clogging up their hydraulic lash adjusters, so you do get a bit of noise from them. It's nothing to really worry about. Now here in the diagnostics box for the OBD1, we've got the ground there and the 10 pin there connected, which means that the vehicle's in diagnostic, not in adjustment mode. Don't adjust anything until you've made sure that you've grounded this, because if you don't, the computer will just override you. This is like the mixture control. We wind it out, we get a faster idle. If we wind it in, we get a slower idle. Getting a slight idle hang there. You've got to have free play in your throttle cable. And down here is the throttle stop. Don't ever make the mistake of adjusting that. There is no future in adjusting. I've got a new throttle body. The old one was really blocked up. This had a bit of crap in it as well. We'd clean that out. I thought it was the inlet air control, but it only cost me 70 bucks to replace it, so, you know, it's not a big deal. We're getting a bit better response. Got our idle about 750 where it's recommended. We'll turn our AC on. See a bump there. So now we'll take it out of diagnostic mode. Give it a restart and see how we go.
This is what it was doing before.
All those high hopes, eh? Got the idle where it should be. A little bit of bump in the AC when that's switched on. Drop when it's switched off. Well, once again, the K8 continues to frustrate me. Lucky we're replacing this engine with a 2.5 litre, picking up about 30% more performance for an extra $1,000 and a lot of messing around. But it doesn't really matter about this engine. But no matter what I seem to change, it still keeps doing the same thing. The only thing it can be is a fuel pressure regulator, and I can't get one to suit the car. Thanks for joining us. If you liked the video, don't hold back. Even on the best videos I've seen on YouTube, only not even 10% likes. And I want to keep bringing you content. And if you like the video, that'll help me to keep bringing you content. But anyway, thanks for watching to the end. This is the All Thumbs Bum, and onward.